Blackpink are reuniting with one caveat. Beyonce and Taylor Swift could be president, and why is everyone talking about Jacob Elordi? Let's spill the tea. Lana del Rey is single and ready to mingle. Yeah, so she opened up in an interview with Harper's Bazaar and revealed that she's not currently in love, which was a bit of a revelation because there were heavy rumours that she was engaged to Evan Winker earlier this year after she was spotted with a hefty diamond ring. She also didn't name any names, but she said that her ex had a bubble ego and that he wanted the idea of her, but not actually her. She also alluded that the relationship ended because he wasn't a fan of her house. She now says she's working on and prioritising herself, and we love that for her. Suki Waterhouse has confirmed that she's expecting a baby with Robert Pattinson. She referred to her bump on stage at a gig, joking that she'd hoped her sparkly dress would distract from it, but spoiler alert, it did not. It's great news for the pair, but there was a lot of speculation and comments from fans after paparazzi pics of Suki with a tiny bump went viral, and it has raised the question of whether the opportunity for her to announce the news in her own time was taken away from her. K-pop star Hyun has been injured trying to restrain a backstage intruder at Seoul Theatre. He's a member of the boy band Super Junior, and his record label says that he was injured whilst trying to restrain the intruder, who was reportedly carrying a knife. All's well that ends well though, and it was confirmed that Hyun's injury was only minor and that he's capable of carrying out his daily activities, which, to the relief of fans, include singing. Jacob Elordi is being accused of queer baiting. According to some fans, the most recent example of it is him and Barry Keoghan supposedly being flirtatiously cozy on the red carpet for their film Saltburn. Jacob has said in press interviews that his first ever crushes were on men, and now some fans are analysing the way he speaks and sits for clues about his sexuality. But let's remember, we don't know what Jacob's sexuality is, he hasn't commented on it, and neither should he have to. And we all remember what happened when Kit Connor was accused of queer baiting. He said that he felt forced to come out before he was ready. Jimmy Fallon is facing quite a bit of criticism online after calling trans actor Hunter Schafer Bud on The Tonight Show. It's proved to be quite controversial. Some fans said that the term Bud traditionally has male connotations, and others argued that Jimmy calls everyone Bud or Buddy. He's called cisgender women such as Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande Bud in the past. Lots of people seem to agree that maybe he should have been a little more careful on this occasion though. Hunter is yet to acknowledge the comments, but you can catch her big screen debut in Hunger Games prequel Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes now. We know they're both queens, but according to a recent poll, they could also be pretty powerful politicians too. So a poll by NBC has essentially found that Taylor Swift and Beyonce are the most popular choice for president, beating out Biden, Trump, Harris, and some other high-profile politicians. Taylor had a favourability score of 24 and Beyonce had a score of 13, which, okay, might not seem that high, but trust me, it is, especially considering that everyone else on the list, including the current president, were all in the far minuses. So it's worked out on their approval score minus their disapproval score. Beyonce for 2024, anyone? Also, whilst we're on the topic of Tay, Beyonce, and the president, did anyone see that awkward moment where the president first of all confused Britney Spears with Beyonce and then thought Beyonce was Taylor Swift? We're guessing none of them are on his Spotify Wrapped. The Blackpink contract negotiations have had us all on the edge of our seats for a while now, but it looks like we can breathe a sigh of relief because according to rumours, the girls are going to reunite as a band. And apparently 2 members have already signed the contract. Apparently with these new contracts, they would also be able to pursue solo music careers and reunite as a band only when their schedules allow for it. Best of both worlds, anyone? And finally, Travis Kelce left Swifties swooning as he opened up about Tay in an interview with WSJ. He said of Taylor, "I've never dated anyone with that kind of aura," and also how conscious he is of his behaviour around her. "That was the biggest thing for me, making sure I don't say anything that would push Taylor away." He also revealed how they met. Apparently there was someone playing Cupid. During an older episode of his podcast, he said that he originally planned on giving Taylor his number on a friendship bracelet, but couldn't as she doesn't meet anyone before the show in order to preserve her voice. Well, luckily it seems like fate was on his side. That's all the tea for today. Come back next week for more Curiosity.